Hey fellas, Nikk here, and this scary lighting can only mean one thing. It's the scariest time of the year. Brown and orange. And what better way to celebrate the spooky season than with a game that screams complete and utter fear? Roblox Jeff the Killer.
Horror and Roblox have gone together for quite some time, and the best example of this is seeing how old Roblox catered to the genre. Because the game engine back in the day was, fucking dog shit, anything more complicated than a script to chase the player would probably set Roblox HQ ablaze. So, all you need is a map with some NPCs and very simple coding in it, and there you go, someone's chasing you down with murderous intent. Put that in a well-known landscape and merge every somewhat popular horror game into one Roblox map, and boom, survive and kill the killers in Area 51.
I mean, you gotta hand it to them, the name is straight to the point.
Released in 2015, the game's been going strong with updates each and every year thanks to the work of the owner, Homer Mafia 1. So, has it held up over the decade plus of change in the Roblox game world? Well, let's jump into it. Literally, seeing as you jump into a pit which brings you into Area 51. Before that, you spawn into the surface. The only things to do here are talk to NPCs, buy game passes because...
money.
This green guy, which is important for later, and this really cool secret where,
What the fuck? Why do you have this room? It's Area 51!
Alright, we're in the pit, and pretty quickly we'll find some killers. Without a weapon, you're practically helpless, so get used to closing doors in the faces of people. And just know, in case you feel kinda bad for slamming doors closed in the face of people, just remember, this is a serial killer, okay? They don't have feelings. Once you don't get immediately slaughtered by Freddy Krueger spawn killing you, one of the major locations you'll visit is likely the radioactive zone. This is a good starting point. Especially for me, because I can explain a lot of the game mechanics here. For example, the very end of this hallway has a piece of paper with some tips on it. This area is highly radioactive. You cannot stay here forever.
Ugh, kids are so sensitive these days.
This is no joke, however. You'll slowly take damage over time. The green guy I wanted to discuss later, yeah, that's important right now because it's a zombie costume. When you wear it, you appear like the radioactive killer zombies that spawn in this area, and you take no damage in here. Anyways, if you jump onto this convenient pile of dirt here, you'll notice a convenient hole in the ceiling with a convenient ladder next to it.
Did I mention the convenience of that enough?
This is a common trait of SAK, TKI, A51, hitting pathways that reward you with secret rooms. If you take this one, for example, it leads you to a badge for the atomic bomb, and even get the ray gun from COD Zombies lore in there. That's neat, but didn't the letter also mention a hidden giant zombie? Well, you walked right past it, idiot. The entrance is right here. You can tell it's a pathway because of the 3 black scribbles on it. Go in and you enter the first boss battle. All he really does is walk towards you and slam the ground sometimes, but the special weapon it mentions is just the ray gun, so get that and you're done. He'll die and drop this case file thing, which gives you like a paragraph of lore.
Yeah, I don't really care, and it's not like you could make me, so... Okay, fine, we can talk about it later.
So those are the main game mechanics: killers, weapons, papers, and secret paths. So if the game is really that simple, what keeps people coming back to it? Well, it's probably the variety of things to do around here. Let's go through them all. You'll understand what I mean at the end of this.
If you don't, I'll make you understand.
The pipe complex is a location you can enter immediately when you drop down on the right. There really isn't much to do here, so this is actually a terrible place to talk about. There's only like 2 weapon givers in this entire complex, and the only cool thing here is this elevator. Yeah, functioning elevator, and the buttons look just like how old Roblox buttons did, although their function has been changed slightly so you can press E to interact instead of only being clickable. These additions really help tell the style of the game. Everything here really screams old Roblox in the perfect amount. All the new additions blend in perfectly, except for some more modern looking text. It all retains that campy feeling of a 2014 project in some kid's bedroom. Okay, here's another major location, the cafeteria. Freddy Krueger spawns here, and there's a button next to the soda dispenser that opens a secret gun cabinet. There's a lot of little rooms in the back, as well as Granny from, Granny, and the Yeti is in the freezer.
Hi, is this the FDA? Yeah, I'd like to report a health violation.
Behind this trash can, there's a fan you can turn off with guns behind it. Wonder if that fan ever gets turned on when, you know... No, I can't show that on Roblox. The corridor next to it has a lot of important rooms, because they got a shotgun in here, some more letters, Leatherface, and this code thing. You might have noticed this suspicious-looking white wall just chilling here in the meeting room. Well, this is actually a door, and this is the machine to open it. You see, somewhere hidden in the map is a code written in red ketchup, and when you put it into the machine, you unlock this, revealing the alien. Cool! Once he's dead, you're spat out into the main area again. Here's another section. It's the sewers! There's all this toxic goop here, you got this pirate guy, this fish guy, and a bunch of weird closed-off rooms. So I'm just gonna try and go back up to see if I can open those rooms. This should lead me back. I got this exit. Nope, that's a dead end, but hey, I got a shotgun.
You may have fucked my dad, but at least you look cute while doing it.
Okay, maybe this is the... Nope. Here's an elevator, a food supply. What the fuck is the food here? The color purple?
Mom said we're having yellow for dinner, so excuse me while I go hang myself.
Well, it turns out you can actually walk on the pink water, even though the game's already told you not to walk into funny colored liquids. I guess this is the exception. So you go down here, and there's these levers, so you go back through the maze thingy into the sewers. Write down the lever code, go back. Flip the levers, go back to the sewers again. And now you opened a room.
So what do I get for all this? A badge? Air?
This room is pointless gameplay-wise. It gives you literally nothing. There's a button over here, but the game decides that now the purple water actually kills you.
I think there may be a small problem with the video game of this video of the game.
Saktakia 5.1 is a major problem with the way the secrets are dished out. With the original 2015 map, secrets were hidden with vents as these proper ways to get around. They have new guns and purposes and actual uses, but now as the game forces itself to expand, they have to scrape the bottom of the barrel, and now we're stuck with these weird cryptic Wolfenstein 3D puzzles where you have to rub up on every secret and every wall and hope that you find it. The map, by sticking to the limited asset pack, stays true to the old form, which is respectable, and it fixes up the things that were just too old to be beyond repair, like,
Am I supposed to be scared of that?
So it sticks to its artistic roots. That's a good thing. But now, the rooms feel repetitive and boxy, and I have gotten lost a crazy amount of times. Instead of expanding on the asset pack by using things that were, you know, more available during classic Roblox, they just stick to the old asset pack, and now everything is just the same ass, boxy ass, map ass. And most of the time, it's not even worth anything, because I get so lost I could just reach a room with a garbage gun, or an enemy, that I instantly kill, because they just walk up towards you and do nothing. The game is going for a bigger scope right now, and that job is done poorly. Like, yeah, okay, you can continue to add weapons, but why would I go down some crazy winding path for a P90 when I can enter, immediately go to the nearby radioactive zone, get the ray gun, and now I have the best gun in the game, barely had to work for it, and I can one-shot every single thing in this stupid game. The progression is completely muddied up by this odd set of choices. There's this room with a teleporter which brings you to a pack-a-punch machine. If you have a sufficient amount of kills, you can upgrade your gun. There's also this key in here, which is obviously used to unlock a room with nothing in it. So every secret is just a disjointed collection of random rooms with no reason to exist. Great! If you want to make them even more interesting, maybe, I don't know, try tying them together with more cohesive things in them. Maybe you need to unlock multiple rooms to get together pieces of the ray gun. Or maybe you get keys to unlock a pack-a-punch machine. Now, would I still complain about them being boring fetch quests, though?
Can you read?
At least it's better than having, well, whatever this is. It's not like there's anything in-depth with the enemies. They don't do anything! The robot explodes when it dies, so don't get too close. Io throws little purple guys at you, but the minions die when the main guy dies, so it doesn't even matter. Other than that, everyone just walks towards you, so why should I care about the in-depth mechanics of killing the killers when I can one-tap them in everything?
So overall, the classic mode, you know, the mode that's supposed to represent the game the best, I feel like it falls flat in its expansions. Well, if that was so lazy, I can't wait to see how the other difficulties of classic mode are gonna be.
Okay, so hard classic mode requires a certain amount of kills to unlock. When you do play it, the map's foggier and killers have been changed to be smarter and deal more damage. The smarter AI boils down to, well, stupider AI. In normal mode, the AI has to see you to chase you. Now, the AI will always chase you from the moment you spawn. This is how AI used to act back in old Roblox because the code was simply saying to follow the nearest player. So now we've reactivated the problem of killers can't be certain areas at spawn and just making it too hard to do anything around the lobby. Thankfully, this is what the alternate entrances are for. The last two changes are that killers are no longer one-shot, which is good, and that they have new attacks. Yeah, it turns out the entire game is way better when you unlock the side mode. It makes me angry that when you first join the game, the killers are all lazily nerfed by turning off these cool attacks, and you have to grind in an arguably worst mode of the game just to play with fun enemies. Now I actually want to talk about the killers because they each have interesting powers and things to look out for. Funny how that works. Granny lays bear traps down that stun you long enough for her to kill you. Chainsaw guy, I think his name is Leatherface, but I don't care because he's lame. He just waves the chainsaw around. That's lame. Ghostface from Scream just throws knives at you instead of stabbing. Sonic.exe is fast.
What?
He turns into a spin ball and lunges at you. Pinhead, he's got the pins in his head that he stabs people with, obviously, but he also chain grabs you from 17 miles away and kills you that way. That's kind of rude. Jeff the Killer, he like dips his knife in Tabasco before he stabs you and then lights you on fire. I don't know, but it hurts. Freddy Krueger shoots a white orb at you with his claw or something. Yeti launches this line of icicles that stun you. Slenderman can go invisible sometimes, but he mostly just pulls you in with your mind powers and jump scares you. Michael Myers does spinny things, which I think dodges bullets. Robot shoots lasers. Wendigo slides low to the ground so he can pass through doors that are about to close, and then he beats the shit out of you. Eyeless Jack has a dash ability, and then he shoots ink out of his face. Jane just appears sometimes. She only wants to kill Jeff the Killer. Smile Dog and Jack from The Shining just lunge at you in slightly different ways. Chucky latches onto your head and then shoots killer maggots at you. The Zombie Captain will make zombie minions when you get close, and Fish Face launches fish at you. What's not to love? If you gather up 100 total kills, you unlock Extreme, which makes the fog terrible and completely dark. You can get a headlamp, which helps a little bit, but it's pretty distracting with how the light follows so much lag before it can move to you. Other than that, it's still fun and challenging. I just think Classic Mode's inherent flaw is that it's so easy to join a server, get the ray gun in mere seconds, instantly pack-a-punch it, and now you're literally unstoppable. The progression removes the entire threat of the game now, in my opinion.
Okay, that's enough of the Classic Mode. I think it's time to address the elephant in the room, and no, I'm not talking about you, Hubert. I'm referring to the other game modes.
Killer Mode! Now all the killers are controlled by a team of players. Survivors are trying to get as many kills as possible with the guns, as per usual, while the killers get the abilities from Hard Classic Mode to try and kill the most survivors. Whatever team has the most points at the end, wins. Playing as a killer can be fun, just like how playing with mud can be fun. Certain killers are definitely more fun than others, and some you just don't get an ability. When you spawn in, you get told if you have an ability or not. So for example, Pennywise becomes the balloon and runs faster. The zombie flattens into a pile of goop and moves really fast. Jeff the Killer, I know you have an ability, why don't I get it when I spawn in? Of course, if you'd like to, you can just buy the Killer Choice Game Pass, and then you can choose to be someone impactful for the low price of 20 Robux.
Mark this day in the history books, for today, a reasonably priced Game Pass hits Roblox.
Every microtransaction in this game is pretty fairly priced. Aside from the Killer Choice Pass, you can pay 10 for a regenerating health soda, a landmine to help the killers, or a speed booster.
And you know what they say about speed? It's
Hi, what you were about to witness was a young adult trying to sell you on the substance abuse of a Class 2 stimulant. We here at drugsarebad.com thoroughly condone the use of...
the fuck up.
You can also get game passes that give you guns when you spawn. Lame. 30 gets you the Survivor Pack, which is more health, a freeze ray, and this grappling hook thingy. Or the same price gets you one MG42, that's rich. Lastly, 90 lets you keep your inventory when you die, and you get to be a VIP. Next, Juggernaut Mode. I'll address the rumors now, I don't like this one.
My approval rating's about to fucking plummet.
Like, okay, there's one killer that has lots of health, we all work together to kill it. That is, unless you're me, then you'll just get distracted mopping your ceiling and you'll get insta-killed. But like, these are just regular killers. On their own, they're not interesting to fight. I just don't like this one, it stinks.
Actually, the thing that stinks so much might actually be that bottle of goat milk I left under that heat lamp.
Infection. Person is infected, the person that's infected gotta infect the not infected. The infected is the killers, the not infected is the survivors. Other than that, it's exactly like killer mode, but now there's more of a reason to try and survive. Endless survival. Oh, it's just COD zombies. Okay. You have to buy each door of points now, and every killer just mindlessly walks towards you. In later rounds, their abilities actually start getting used, but honestly, I don't care for this mode because, well, what's the point? Why do I play this over any zombies game? Like, really? Really?
Stupid me, how could I forget the endless survival mode saved my dad's custody trial?
Boss rush mode. You know what? This is pretty fun. I don't really see how this is connected to... I'm getting fucking sick of saying this stupid name. Except for the guns. It's a giant kraken with easily telegraphed moves that takes skill to defeat. Wait for his tentacle slamming attack to shoot the yellow thingy, and that's how you damage him. For his attacks, he's got stinky breath, some rings you gotta jump over. He even shoots the killer fish guy at you, and you have to shoot it as long as, oh, I don't know, your mouse locks up in the center of the screen, and now I'm dead! Past that, this is a pretty fun boss battle because it's actually made to be a boss, unlike some modes I can mention. And the last mode is Area 51 Storming, where you save the aliens from the soldiers as Naruto runners, like the meme event from 2019. What? Why? It's just this narrator, the leader, he's gonna slowly lead you around, tell you how to do everything. You just get given guns, and there's sections off of the map with the soldiers, and This is stupid. It's just stupid. Why would you play this?
Alright, well that was Survive and Kill the Killers in Area 51, a Roblox classic that turned into a massive incoherent maps because of every single empty room in the original becoming giant empty cities. The difficulty curve completely shattered by a ray gun I can get in 30 seconds by going to one room. Enemies who tear through mindlessly like paper because they don't do anything. All wrapped up by extreme difficulties that really just hide all of the actual fun content in the first place. And a bunch of side modes that contribute next to nothing to the actual experience of the game. And on top of this, I didn't even talk about the lore.
With this thought in mind, I think that just about wraps up this extension to the Sector timeline.
Wow, that was actually a really good, concise explanation of the lore of this decade-old Roblox game. For a second there, I thought it was mentally stable, and then I just said that out loud. Well, I guess I don't have to talk about the lore now. I mean, it's not like anyone's gonna force me to.